Come on Horse and Other Stories. If you are busy with this book and you are in Group 1, we will be reading the last story in the book together, and the book is As Strong as You Are. As strong as you. Mr. Hare walked up to Mr. Lion and said, "You are very strong, but I am as strong as you." Mr. Lion opened one eye. "Show me," he said. Mr. Hare walked up to Mrs. Crocodile and said, "You are very strong, but I am as strong as you." Mrs. Crocodile opened one eye. "Show me," she said. Mr. Hare tied a rope to Mr. Lion's tail. "I will tie the other end to my tail," he said. "Wait until I tell you to pull." Mr. Lion closed his eyes. Mr. Hare ran to Mrs. Crocodile and tied the other end of the rope to her tail. "Wait until I tell you to pull," he said. Mrs. Crocodile closed her eyes. "Now pull!" shouted Mr. Hare. Mr. Lion and Mrs. Crocodile began to pull. They pulled and pulled, but they could not move at all. Mr. Lion and Mrs. Crocodile pulled all day long. They got very cross. "Do you give up?" said Mr. Hare. "Yes," they said. Mr. Lion and Mrs. Crocodile stopped pulling. Mr. Hare untied Mr. Lion's tail. "I showed you, didn't I?" he said. And then he untied Mrs. Crocodile's tail. "I showed you, didn't I?" he said. Mr. Hare started to show off. "I am as strong as a lion and as strong as a crocodile," he said. "And full of tricks," said Mr. Owl from his tree.